What is up, everyone? It's Monday, October 5th. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you're ready to tackle this week. We are in week 2 of our squat / front rack step up cycle. So today, our warm-up, 400-meter run. Then we're going to move into dynamic range of motion, followed by 3 sets of 5 thrusters with our bar, squat to a press, and then 10 good mornings. Bar on the back, slight bend in the knees, pushing the hips back, standing up after each one. Once we get done with that, like I said, you're in week 2 of either 5x5 back squats or 5 sets of 12 front rack step-ups, depending on how you tested on the 10 RM front rack step-up day. Now, we're 3 weeks into this. 10 rep, week 1, then week 2, right? This is week number 3 of hitting squats on a Monday. If you haven't been here on the last 2 Mondays, you still have the option to hit this 10 rep max. Go back to 2 Mondays ago, look it over, see what you think, do that workout in class today if you're here, if you haven't had a chance to do that. If not, you know where you're supposed to be. If you pass the front rack step-up test, you're squatting. If you didn't pass it, you're doing front rack step-ups. Back squats today, 5 sets of 5. You should be adding 5 to 10 pounds from what you did last week. So that'll be 105-ish% of your 10 RM. Cool? Front rack step-ups, add 5 pounds to your weight that you did last week on your 5 sets of 12. If you felt like you could add 10, go ahead. But again, this can't or doesn't really have to be as aggressive as a jump or jumping with or compared to the back squat, okay? Now, just to reiterate, on the 5 sets of 12, whatever your difference was in your imbalance, side to side, if you did 9 on one side and 6 on the other, on the left, on your test day, you're going to do 12 on your right, 15 on your left, to help balance out the overall strength portion of your legs. If you balanced them that day, but found out that you were weaker, meaning you did, instead of doing 10 step-ups on each leg, you did 8 on each leg, that means you're just weaker in that the single leg position, do 12 and 12. Solid? Okay. And then today we're going to do a strict pull-up ladder. Listen closely to this one because it's going to be kind of complicated, right? It's supposed to be. Makes us use our brains too. So complete as many ladders as it takes to hit 50 reps with 50% of a max rep being the highest allowed. Huh? Come again? You heard that right. 50 reps with 50% being the highest portion of the ladder. So that means I'm going to use 10 as the example. If my max is 10, which it is currently because I'm weak in that position, unfortunately, my highest allowable reps in a ladder is 5. So my ladder would look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I would start back over at 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and then another 2 to round me off at 50 total reps. Time on this is going to be, I don't know, whatever it is. Try not to do them unbroken. It's at 50%, so you shouldn't ever have to break. It's 50% at volume. So if you need to scale those reps down to 30 or 40, go ahead and do so. If you feel that 50 is going to be a bit much for you, especially if you have a lower max. Like if you have a max of 3, it's going to be a lot harder for you to do 50 than it is, in that ladder scheme. Do negatives. You can do them in a 3-2-1 fashion. I would probably do it like that. My notes here says 3-2-1 times 3 or 2-1 times 5 sets for negatives. And then ring rows, 1 to 10 with a 20-second rest. So 1, rest 20 seconds. 2, rest 20 seconds. 3, rest 20 seconds, so on and so forth, all the way up to 10 reps. Cool? Once we're done with that today, we are finished. Hit the ClassWOD when you get a chance. I hope you're taking advantage of that. I hope you have a good Monday, and we will see you tomorrow for Tuesday.